He's out of orgone. Kill him, girls. Hello, this is MemeAnalysis, and today we are going to be doing another cluster analysis. After the great support that we received with the last one, we're going to take a look at some more memes from the past week or two. So, starting out with what I just said, he's out of orgone. Kill him, girls. This meme came from my good friend Jaina. It depicts David Lynch, my man, with Naomi Watts and I feel bad, but I forget the name of the other girl, but they are the girls from Mulholland Drive. Now, this meme, I think it is a great commentary on much of Lynch's tweeting. Much of what we know of Lynch. He tweets about his connection to the moon, about, the cosmic energies, his transcendental meditation. I think this provides a very funny look at a villainous David Lynch. You might remember there was a guy who's like, I'm going to psychically attack David Lynch. I'm going to try to kill David Lynch with my mind. And then he like ends up in the hospital. This is commentary on that. A gamer partaking in an act of intellectual stimulation known as gaming. And it depicts a parakeet or a tiny parrot playing Connect 4. This might seem totally silly, totally ridiculous, but if you are one of the few who has watched my video about parrots and Thoth, you know that intellectual stimulation, the playing of games, the ordering of signs, is in fact directly in the symbolic wheelhouse for a parrot. This meme comes from Cool and Fun Times. Next, we have a gosh darned memes. Whenever I get mad, I go into Photoshop and squash this image of LS Mark. It's a tweet, an X, a zeet. Beneath is the response from Creepy Goblin at Goblin Riddle. Solve my riddle. I don't know what LS Mark is, but the goblin response is what I really care about here. And I think that this is a theme you're going to see in a few of the memes that I show in this video, is the idea of the internet as a kind of mystical forest wherein there are creepy goblins offering riddles. This is the very nature of the internet, for it is filled with bizarre little people, bizarre little creatures offering their challenges, offering their ideas, their goods. And if only it were as simple as the profile being named Creepy Goblin. That's something I'll talk about in the future. Username physiognomy. We have a Tumblr post, and it is from the Instagram account The Ugly Side of Tumblr. It says, Lyoconcha hieroglyphica is officially my favorite mollusk. And the response says, this clam has fucking runes on it. And verily, this clam does have fucking runes on it. It looks as though it were engraved, carved, stamped by Odin himself. This idea of naturally occurring language and symbols really fascinates me. It's something I've thought about for a long time. I talk about it again in my Thoth parrot video, where the idea of bird prints on sand creating language like cuneiform, writing like cuneiform. It would be no surprise to me if these runic mollusks did have an impact. I'd be curious where they come from. Who do they inspire? But I like it. We have from Rogue.mythology, a long-time MemeAnalysis MIA character. It is a crashed car, and it says, fuck it. When I die, use my ashes for alchemical purposes. I love this. I think it's very beautiful. It reminds me of the piece that I wrote, two pieces that I wrote. One about the symbolic nature of the car crash, the meaningfulness of a car crash, its ability to totally psychically alter an individual. And then my piece on suicide as a desire for alchemical transformation. So the car crash mixed with the use my ashes for alchemical purposes, I think is a very, very perfect meme, a desire for transformation. They made a star chamber seeking a word that would bring about change. All right. Somebody good sent this to me. I can't find your username. If I find it in advance, we'll insert it. It's a tweet, and it says, "Every villainous group looks like this." And the person who sent it said, "This reminded me of your myth of the internet." I think that's very true. I think, the most distinct influence on this drawing, this caricature, is Berserk, but I'll just bring you through it. The sexy one, the sexy lady, is, of course, the spider. The dumb big one, I believe, is Moloch. But it's kind of interchangeable. But I'm going to say that the gremlin is the Minotaur, oddly enough, for they look big and strong, but behind it, they're pathetic and small. And then the smart, tall one is the alien. So I agree. It's very fitting, and I think that the true nature of it, it's something I've written about on my Substack. In my analysis of Jack Kirby's comic book work, that all teams of 4 are built around the 4 classical elements. So big and dumb is earth, sexy is water, smart is air, and the gremlin, oddly enough, is fire. A meme from God Dang It Bobby. And it is, I think, from Twitter or Discord or something? I don't know. It says, "Just vaporized this stupid fucking gnome." And it's a stencil, graffiti, of a little body with blue paint. I love it. This is aeonic aggression. This is what I was doing in my cute video. In my cute video, I talk about the desire to kill the sweet, tiny things. This is a product of that. We have a meme that says, "Bro, where the fuck are we?" And it is a depiction of some kind of a mythical pirate-type map. I love this. Yet again, commenting on the internet and our experience of reality as a mystical, magical, whimsical place and thing. It reminds me a bit of one of my very favorite memes. Hopefully I'll be able to find it for this video. It's a plane. It's like looking down and you see the wing, and beneath the clouds are those street games, those street carpets for kids, the kind that you had at a preschool. Very funny. This meme from Freud Intensifies reads, "Somewhere in ancient Greece, and it is 2 chads. That's a horse. Yes, it's surely a horse. And it is, of course, a constellation." It reminds me of one of my favorite memes. I made a video about it a while ago, just a short, which is, "Fuck it, this is a crab." I think that the critiques of the structure of constellations is really funny. I think constellations are such funny memes. It's like there are those memes that say, like, "This is a meme from the future. You don't get the reference yet." Or, "This is a meme from the past. It's too old for you to get the reference." Think about it like that. The constellations are memes for which we are missing so much context. But enough of it has survived to literally dominate a great deal of people's lives through astrology. So consider that. Another from Freud Intensifies. It's a picture of a remote with a butterscotch, or what do they call it? Hopscotch type pattern along the buttons, indicating that you'd follow. It says, "People who did this now suffer from anxiety or depression." This reminds me of an unpublished work that I did about the connection between Kabbalah and magic and structure finding and madness. that a lot of the people seeking divine order do so out of a flaw, a problem in themselves. I think that this seeking order in the mundane is very much that. And I think that they would be greatly aided by magic, rather than succumbing to, oh, I have anxiety, oh, I have depression, to say, I am doing magic, and this silly pattern is God. And that is all for today, folks. I hope that this cluster analysis has been greatly amusing, a boon to your day. Let me just say, I'm very happy that you've been sending memes, and when they hit, I do include them. So keep sending them in, and as always, remember, memes matter.